Good morning to all of those tuning in. This is the Rebel Lemon, and today we're back to playing Coffee Talk Hibiscus and Butterfly. So, last time was, I would argue, a pretty tough night for Riona. Honestly, it's probably been, at least in game, a tough week for her, as it seems like she's been realizing a lot of things, but having to come to terms with all of them, which is definitely not easy. So I can definitely see why it would be tough, you know? But with that being said, let us just get right back into it. Oh, right. I also guess we technically switched timelines because we gave Hyde's invitation to Gala, which I think we were supposed to do. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that at the moment. I might have just messed up really hard. But we're gonna see. Users of Tomachills, new stories features. It needs a longer duration. Like, what does that mean? Does it like only give you a certain amount of like words or something? And it needs to allow you to have more, or does it still need, or when they say a longer duration, do they mean like they need more like time and data to make their initial thoughts on it? Which is fair. You don't want to make thoughts on something too quickly, especially if it hasn't gotten off the ground yet, because you could be axing a very popular feature before it can even get popular. A piece of halfling advice that's seared into my memory. Okay, look, I'm all for advice and everything, but make sure to take everything with a grain of salt, because what works for one person might not actually work for you. So, I would be wary or dubious of anyone saying like, hey, this worked for me, it will work for you. Or just making like overall very broad claims about what you should or shouldn't be doing. I just take that with a big grain of salt. And yeah, I don't know. Just do what's best for you. As long as you're not harming anyone else, I don't really see where the harm is. Global labs shut down. Researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidences? Holy shit! What happened to safety? Okay, this is not gonna lie, this is a little creepy, but okay. No delivery today? Okay. Heck this out. Oh, check this out. Your boy has started a new podcast for y'all. Wanna know more? Hey, good for you. Sorry, not sorry. Forgot to post the trailer. Here it is. Full version dropping at 8. Do you like the video podcast? Oh, this is the video. Check out my friend's new podcast. Cool. Oh my god. Everyone. This is cool. You know, I kind of like the ambient sounds. I just need a song. That doesn't feel appropriate. I like this song. It just... Yeah, you know what? That sounds okay. So, I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Aw, it wasn't sad, so much as cute though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey's should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Galen, no. My poor boy. My poor hairy boy. Whoops, my apology, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad I switched timelines. I wouldn't be able to see Mr. Hyde and Gala here if I didn't. Y'all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, Lemon. So it does. Oh, and can I say, I know that Lua's wearing the, what's it called, an overcoat for the tuxedo, but like, she looks super good. And holy fuck, am I so happy that they finally got married? It's a great day. Now, shall we get this celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline. I call it deep passion, passionate, irresistible fascination for a husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lou's last name, Bellies? No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy? Aw, you always make me melt. I'm sorry, but like, I love Hyde, and I love his instinctual disgust with like PDA, because it's just like, why even go to the wedding? I love Hyde. He definitely makes my day. He said wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be a perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And something sweet. To something delicate. Oh god. And chocolatey. Okay. I have to wonder, do they all want a different drink or is it all the same? But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness to it, please, Lemon. So what? Oh no, they want some honey and then what, that? If this doesn't give me anything special, I'm gonna cry. It's so pretty. Oh, I don't even have anything. I just want to look at it. Oh. You cannot tell me that this is not one of the most beautiful and most elegant drinks you have ever seen. Like, oh my god. I need to know what the description is here. A whiff of Old World charm and a soupçon? Yeah, soupçon of intensity and a dash of fresh air for timeless late night celebrations. I have no clue what any of that means. I just know the drink looks super fucking pretty. Oh, just because that's a C, it's not pronounced soupcon. Because the C is actually a, with the little 5 thing under it. I forget what it's called. But that's a French letter, and it's basically telling you it's supposed to be pronounced as an S. Yeah, fuck French. But, here we go. It's where I'm at in my life. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. And hides the last judge. Wow. I get like 10 out of 10s across the board, and Gala, oh sorry, not Gala, and Hyde just goes like, yeah, it's a 6, I guess. It's fine. High praise from Hyde. You know it. It tastes a bit British. What? How? I guess, I don't know. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Lemon? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like 2 ships in the night. Before meeting at the morning. That's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that the British werewolf guy I once met. He was absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know how rude vampires are much more my type? Hey! Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Oh, I really hope that if the end credits do anything like the last game, I hope they actually show that. That'd be so awesome. For how old Hyde is, he can be a little childish sometimes, and it's cute. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Lemon, maybe? Don't fucking look at me. I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. Baileys? What the fuck? You're not helping. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear it. Lua, you were supposed to be my girl, backing me up, and then you just throw me to the wolves. It's like my friendship all over again. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Here, here. You'll always be part of our lives now, Lemon. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Oh no! I think I don't know if I'm bad at giving speeches, Hyde's worse. Hands down. Really? Well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Baileys, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we've forgotten about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Lemon Guy, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did. But despite that, you made me feel welcome. You immediately made me feel part of your family. May this one that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today. Aw, Gala. Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Lemon, my dear Lemon. Never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have benefited the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know? Oh my god, she's pregnant. And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. Nice guy. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine. Little purple... I'm sorry. I thought of that. That's too funny. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Ha. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it. Never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. Yeah. But no. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free Vermont, homemade from fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots? And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Holy shit, that sounds dope. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Whoa, wow. When did you go to a place like that? A while ago, with my family. Back when we were still in touch. Babe, I'm okay, sweetheart. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hot version and a soft version. In the hot version, I use vodka. And the soft, Jesus. Hyde thanks for stating the obvious. That he doesn't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I would enjoy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually like carbonated drinks. Not for any specific reason. I just don't like the feeling of the bubbles, to be honest. It's a bit much for me. Granted, that might just be an overstimulation thing. And as far as alcohol goes, I guess I was a bigger drinker when I was younger, but I can't even really say I grew out of it. It's just one of those things where I just don't drink. It's not that I hate the taste, because I could drink it straight. Pretty much anything, too. The only thing I was adverse to was stuff like Bloody Marys and I'm trying to think. There's another big one that I really hated. It's that I think they're called Baileys or something. The alcoholic milk. I really hated those too. Like, I love Irish cream, but the alcohol, that was just a no-go. And it's not even alcohol in coffee, because I actually like Black Russians. It's literally just the alcoholic milk itself I didn't like. But, I mean, nowadays, I don't even really need a drink anymore. It's more that I still enjoy the drinks I used to. I just don't get them with alcohol anymore. And I'm pretty okay with that. I don't need the alcohol. But that's just me. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type preferably, universal donors and all that type. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Baileys. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love a bit of bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year. Or 3. Jeez. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for a baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks Amir has some sort of softie that needs to be protected. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under Fury. If Lemon ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty. Or Coffee. I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry. Or you'll have to step over... your primary school friend Bailey's. Macro? I thought I'd caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses, delightfully cliche, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing gazes, touches filled with pent-up desire, scorn, scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you captured some pictures of our lovebirds too. Yes, I can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know, but it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Oh, so is he taking up photography, or is it just doing a favor for these two? I kinda hope he takes it up. I honestly think it'd be something he'd find rather enjoyable, to be honest. Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you. Oh my god. Look at the two. They're absolutely gorgeous together. And God, Bailey's needs to start styling his hair differently. Holy fuck. Oh, look at this, babe. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had already alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yes. Once we sift through the super flirtatious details, superfluous, I might know that word if if someone told me it. I just don't recognize it off the bat. That's not gonna lie, that's the weird thing with language. I can recognize a word if I hear it, but I can't always recognize it if I see it. And on occasion, this happened 2 or 3 times, I've recognized a word that I've seen, but I didn't recognize it when someone said it. But that's very much more rare. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have one, Mr. Hyde? Why, Lemon? You wanted to frame it and hang it on your wall? Absolutely. Yes, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I'd love that. It would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Lemon. I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So, I take it you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde? It would seem so. Come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're currently not going back on it, and you on either, right? Of course not. Well then. Just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to. Don't have to ask me twice. Mr. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid in the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's gonna get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room, with her around. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed. Can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures, pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience. So that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding photos. God damn, that's brutal. But I respect it. It sounds like a good social redistribution to me. Right? So, does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I got the house and job I wanted. And I got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. So, I'm having it redone from scratch. So, it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless tomachill scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overstepping or feeling inadequate on my side. My love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't want to earn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding. I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. I'm just thinking. I know a lot of relationships focus on different things, and that's okay. But I do wonder if nowadays we're focusing on the wrong things, or maybe it's that we focused on the wrong things in the past. I don't know. Because I know a lot of things are important, but at least to me, in the end, I think all that matters to me is that both me and my partner are happy, you know? I don't want to live a life with someone that I'm not enjoying the company of. But in the same way, I don't want them to have to live and not enjoy my company, you know? So for me, it's kind of a mutual kind of thing. Like, I enjoy your company, you enjoy mine. And I think that's what's that's really important. But maybe that is just me. Anyways, let's get back. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids' topic. Bailey's is gonna be a house husband. Okay, I'm curious. Being a housewife is something that, if you bring it up, it's a topic no one really bats an eye at. But why is it when it comes to being a house husband, people get all in a tiffy about it? I guess that's just something I never really understood. It's like, if one's okay, why is the other not? Or I guess less acceptable? Because, at least to me, I don't really care. I think both are fine. Anyways, I've been ranting so much. I've always been the one bringing up the kids' topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to childbearing. We're not that. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. Hell yeah. I'll still have time to do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working, but I'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing, and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd rather stay home with their children than go to work every single day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other very well. I think so too. Mr. Miller, Mrs. W. No. Using my family name on you feels wrong. Ha. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. Actually, what is his family name? I'm so curious. Bailey's W. Interesting. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting, but none of that matters that much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. Is everyone getting stuff coming in? What is that? Earrings? They're kind of pretty. Huh. Excuse me. And there goes Mr. Hyde. It sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Honestly though, when I was younger, I honestly thought immortality kinda sounded cool. I'd have all the time in the world to do anything I wanted. Learning, reading, picking up hobbies. But as I got older, I started realizing that it came with more and more problems that I don't think I would ever want to deal with. Like, for one thing, I know I could deal with, like, making connections and coming to terms with losing them, but at some point, would I even want to? You know? Because, hear me out, let's say I found the person of my life, essentially, and I basically outlived them to the point that I would never meet anyone like them again. I'm just trying to think, would I ever really want to seriously try another relationship? Even if someone might not be the same, but came to like a very similar level? And the other thing is, there's been so many people who had such a big influence on my life. I already have problems remembering faces, and physical media eventually, no matter what it is, will degrade and fade away, no matter how well you store it, you know? So I wonder how I would feel if I just forgot everyone, you know? I don't know. That's a tough one. That and the issue that I get bored easily. So like doing anything would just become boring after a while. Like even my favorite game, I need to take breaks from it. Huh. It's just one of those interesting inquiries where I don't think it could work out, at least for me. Anyways, I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans, and we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a while you get. That makes sense to me. I will say though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean? Yeah, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of our time, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Lemon from the start. Hey, not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He has been very kind to me and perceptive about me as well. And I'm glad he befriended the two of you. This chat right now is really good. You're alright too, Gala. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Right back at you. Ah, listen to that. It's pouring rain again. Brrr. I'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, Barry. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you two. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounded like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? You don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard it, Lemon? Are you referring to the goddess Tears legend? That's the one. I've never heard of it. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. Jesus Christ. But I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but of all her children, she liked one best. They were the shyest and quietest. When the siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When the siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When the siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be my side. They are kind and gentle. They will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godling sat on the edge of a cloud, pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them and they lost their balance. Oh no. Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon, and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon, and finding them stunning, guided them forward. They took them to the village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of the heavens and of the young children, of families and old men, of famines and old men. They talked of time and eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, give her a chance, my love, she improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child would be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry, and she told Aeon, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die, just like your fiancé. Yuck. And no one's surprised at this point. Aeon said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours, the goddess was angry and shouted. Then, for many more hours, she was despondent and sulked. Then finally, she turned an eye onto the ground and looked at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first met Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers, and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then. But a goddess's words, once spoken, isn't easily broken. And sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, "For each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other." And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think it's a bit far-fetched. Honestly, it gets to you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that story kinda got to me more than I thought it would. That's supposed to be a happy story. My love, are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just actually really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend, Taylor, Mr. Bellies. That was an astonishing fuck me and my language ability. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at the lane the same way now. Oh, it's just some silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right, the goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. Oh my god, they're wearing rings. I just noticed that. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside. And you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. If I'm being honest, I have really positive feelings with the rain. I used to sit out on the porch with a tea or coffee, and I would just listen to music, and sometimes not even. I would just drink my drink and listen to the rain and watch it. Sometimes even just for hours. And there's sometimes when, on the rare occasion we had a very warm feeling rain, I would just either sit in the rain, stand in it, or just play in it in general. And nowadays, I have the chance to do it with someone else. And honestly, it's even more lovely than it was in the past, and that makes me happy. It's one of those moments that you'd never think would mean so much, but it does. And I'm happy that it does. My bedroom, when I was a little girl, was on the top floor. so I could hear the rainfall at night when I was in bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe when the rain falls outside. For sure. Oh! It's back! Oh look! Here's another someone who's safe from the rain right now. Oof. That's a very wet little guy. Poor Gala. Did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat, Lemon? Oh, no. But he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although, he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how you got... That's pretty much how you got Hyde, too. It's kinda true. Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone? If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came by another time a few days ago, and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. Whose cat is that? I kind of hope the cat becomes something that just eventually settles in at the cafe, and we just see them occasionally in the next game. But I do wonder if, in reality, the cat is actually maybe someone else's. I just wonder who. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Ah, yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He has come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messages between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't. Or see something we cannot. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was that called about? That was an interior designer about the house. For some reason, he didn't know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted a walnut or oak flooring. Definitely walnut. Oh my god, the darker color is so much nicer. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular, in the sense that I want it to look good, but he has no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. I shouldn't have brought that up, truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? Why indeed? My job time. Your job time. I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true. I just go for functional things. That's what they say when you got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Ugh. Why don't these two just get married? They're like the perfect couple. You guys sound like you're gonna just be fine. Indeed. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp, and feeling good and safe and home. It's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Lemon. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That, and you're all right. It sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with their own stuff for a while. But I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whatever, in a week, or a month, or a year. I know it's gonna be a good time. Cheers to that. Hear, hear. Huh. You are all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news. And to get Fury remedies. And to listen in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. I think the rain is over. And we kept you up for a while already, Lemon. Yeah, we should go all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night cold. You first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Lemon. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Lemon. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight, and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest, Lemon. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. Eek, Bailey. What are you doing? I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not the other way. Not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like to have a chosen hive. Interesting. Alright, so that is the second last day. I did check, and there is one more day. So I guess next time we'll be finishing off Coffee Talk Butterfly. Well, Hibiscus and Butterfly. Which is kind of sad to me, you know? I really love this game. And I do have a few problems with it, but I want to gather my thoughts before I actually say them, because I think I don't want to overshadow what I love about this game and about the series in general. But because it has been such an amazing game, and I'm not gonna lie, I just love it. But, so just so you know what to look forward for next time, we're gonna cover the last day, and whatever it holds, and we're gonna be going through the gallery, and what I've unlocked. So, I don't know, to me that's kind of exciting. And I hope it's exciting for anyone else too. Well, everyone else too. So, with that being said, though, I'm gonna end it here. Leave the rest for next time. And enjoy the anticipation. So, with that being said, I really appreciate anyone who's stuck behind me so far and has enjoyed everything I've been making. It actually is an honor to entertain. So, thank you for tuning into the frequency. This is the Rebel Lemon, signing off. So, good night and sweet nightmares.